Good morning. It is June the 16th, 2026. What is going on there? I'm getting a haircut today, so I really didn't do too much of anything. We are letting go and letting grow. What are we letting go of today? And we are letting go of the Empress energy. And the Empress is creation, abundance, nurturing, and divine femininity. It is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy with us today. So we are releasing that constant need and feeling of nurturing everyone around us. So this comes into that mothering aspect of wanting to save, seeing everybody through a compassionate eye, possibly as Earth's children being our children, and wanting to help people out. But when you do that, you overextend your energy and you become depleted. Yesterday's card was all about that restoration, that rest and restore, that spiritual exhale, and coming back into terms with ourself and what we need. So this is asking us to really take stock again in how much of our own energy that we are letting go to try to save others and help others. A lot of collective energy right now with the world and everything that's going on, and kind of feeling helpless and wanting to give our energy where we can. But once again, you can lead and live your life through depletion of your own field. So this is asking you to take stock of your energetic field around you and what you need for you, nurture you. There's a lot of water right in through there. So this might be a good, believe it or not, call out. And she has a cape of fishes there. So this might be a huge call out to you right now if you need to hydrate. Actually, look at drinking some water and bringing yourself into you. Hydrate, lift that field for yourself as well. There's a lot of strength here with sacral chakra and solar plexus chakras standing in your power and that creative sexual energy. The Empress is about that creation, that birthing of the world into existence. And a lot of the influence right up there with the moon as well, which is showering down its energy on her. And you can see the energy traveling in and spiraling in and around as well. This is letting you know too that we are all interconnected. Moon, star, earth, it's all connected, and she is about birthing that forward. Drop the pressure of having to produce and create all the time. As I said, there's creative energy down in this corner with the solar plexus energy, but don't feel driven that you have to be in a creative mode all the time. There are times too that you need to let that earth just rest. If you come into the Seven of Pentacles card, the seed, plant, blossom, fruit card, so I have to lay these seeds and plant them as well for them to take hold in the earth, and that has to do with your own energy field and what you are giving out at this moment. And it is asking you to really take pause and see where you can course correct for yourself, for your own energies. And stop measuring your worth through what you give to others. We give of ourselves in many, many different ways, but that shouldn't be a measuring stick of how you view yourself. If you're having an off day, it's like, well, maybe I need to go do something for somebody else, or this person would enjoy that. I should go do this and blah, blah, blah. Don't deplete yourself again. Don't deplete your energies, and really take stock in what you need as well. Your house has to be taken care of before you take care of the next person, so to speak. What difference can you make in your own energies fields by mothering yourself and nurturing yourself? Caress yourself in those, I see that right now is her washing herself. So where can you cleanse yourself and wash yourself right now to open that energy field up for you, so that you nurture and take care of yourself and allow yourself to receive the same as you give to others. So this is also, if you turn it this way, it sort of reminds me of that Six of Pentacles, and also the Two of Pentacles, bringing things back into balance, and the Six of Pentacles, which is that making sure that you give and receive in balance. So this is asking, where can you allow yourself to receive in balance for your, where can you allow yourself to be pampered? Take that information, take that gift from somebody else, take that energy that somebody is offering to you and take it without guilt today. This isn't about feeling guilty. This is about knowing your worth, and you are worth the world as you birth your potentiality out into the world, the physical world today. What do you need? So she's like physical world goddess energy, Mother Earth, Gaia, the Empress, and she is that very much that Venus energy, that divine feminine energy. So the Empress reminds us that abundance is not something we chase, it's something that we cultivate. Just as a garden can't bloom year-round, neither can we. So also know when you need to take a time out. So what are we letting grow today? And that is the High Priestess. She is intuition, inner wisdom, mystery, sacred knowing. So we are growing the trust in your intuition. So as you're working on, possibly checking yourself for giving too much of yourself, ask your intuition and your spirit team and your inner knowing what you need to be focusing on for you. So you see there's a ton of blue there, communication, and I almost even see that around her next the world, which is excellent. So where do you need to be communicating with yourself internally? That intuition. She has opened the channels or the curtain on either side of her, and that divine energy is coming down. Those dots are coming down from Source into her crown, and then into the third eye. You can see that the big dot in the third eye area. And if you even look closely at this card, the eyes are closed, but there are eyes over her eyes. So it is basically, this is a super cool card. So it is seeing without seeing. So that total, complete inner vision. Where does yourself need to take you inward to find the information you need? So listen to that quiet voice within what it can give to you, what you are seeking, but quiet yourself enough to hear that. And that could be that pregnant rest you need to take as well. Develop that spiritual awareness. You might want to look at a couple YouTube videos or something on intuition, how to develop your intuition, how to develop your psychic gifts, little tricks that you can do that you can work on for yourself and help that spiritual awareness grow. What things light you up around your own environment as well that you can take pause, maybe work with a crystal, program a crystal to help you in your intuition and in your channeling and getting that information in. Allow the mystery to exist without needing that immediate answer too. So if you pick up on something and there's a knowingness in you, sometimes that's good enough and the answer will come later. You don't need all the answers at once. Just be open to communicate with yourself and let spirit and source down through to help you and, strengthen your connection to that inner knowing, that inner voice, and learn how to refine it so that you can listen to it a little bit better. So this is a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is a sacred reminder that the wisdom often arises through feelings rather than through logical, outward, earthly things. Your intuition is a whole other language. And this is a language really honestly worth learning. Connection and that noticing and turning that noticing and that information into the ability to walk forward with it and into wisdom for your everyday life. So this reading is almost like a conversation between the outer world and the inner world, which is absolutely beautiful. When I turned the two of them over together, I was just like, oh, this is a really good reading. She's the creator and plants the seeds, nurtures the garden, and gives ideas to projects, relationships, and dreams. But sometimes that garden needs to take the rest. And the gardener becomes focused on tending to everything and forgets to listen to herself. And the High Priestess comes in behind that and says, come sit beside me for a while. And she teaches us how to create. The High Priestess teaches us how to listen. One lives in the visible world, one lives in the unseen world, and together they create an incredibly, incredibly strong balance. This reading is suggesting that the next growth is not coming through doing, but more through inner listening. Listen to your body, listen to your dreams, listen to the intuition that is all around you. The quiet whispers often get drowned out by our daily responsibilities and those looping thought patterns, which we were talking about earlier in the week, and coming into that eagle eye, which is the observer mode. And the Empress is saying, nurture that garden. The High Priestess is replying, but don't forget to tend the soul of the gardener as well. This is beautiful sacred feminine energy flowing all the way through. Not everything needs to be forced, not energy or striving, and energy coming into the energy of allowing and receiving and trusting and opening yourself up. And the biggest one of all, it comes through that spiritual remembering, that ancestral remembering, and that all knowledge is ours at once. So release the constant need to create and grow the ability to listen to your higher self and that intuition. Your soul already knows its way forward. Have you been spending more time nurturing others than listening to yourself? Question of the day. And then what is your intuition trying to tell you right now that you have been far too busy to hear? So that is the reading of the day. I am going to use the Mary Magdalene cards today. I thought it would be a great focus where the divine feminine is all around us today, and just to see what she has to say for us. And this is the card, and it is visions come from within. Can't make this shit up. So there she is, and I love how this is double representation. Again, she is sitting in the world, sitting in a beautiful garden that has been tended, but she has taken that time out to sit, to be, to contemplate, to go inward. And by going inward, she is shining brighter than the sun. She is the information. She is that embodiment of all of that intuition, all of that information that ever has been. But in order to get these flashes of insight that come in and around, you have to come into a state of stillness and presence for yourself. And that presence isn't even like being in the moment now. That is being in the moment now, embodiment of who you are, but in a quiet space with your eyes closed, reflecting in that state of reflection. You know, the visions can come from within. You are supercharged, super powerful, super intuitive. All of the information that you ever need is at your fingertips. You just have to quiet yourself enough to be present with it. So this is a beautiful call out today. If you have some time, even make a couple minutes for yourself if you want to, 5-10 minutes. Sit with yourself, do a couple of deep breaths, sit in silence, and just see what comes up for you. Sometimes it's shadow work, which is the shadow side of her today, and then sometimes it's that pure intuition and downloads that you are receiving that are going to enlighten you and lighten that spirit today and give you the information that you seek, and then you can go play in that beautiful garden of the world. So have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.